Hey everyone, this is Tazi Khan, Senior TME for IoT Security. Today we'll look into the new security dashboard for the OT security. You can log into your IoT security portal. In the Manage Dashboards, we have a security dashboard now. So this dashboard provides a high-level inventory of your industrial OT devices, subnets, overall risks, critical alerts, and vulnerabilities. The dashboard provides information to network security engineers, SOC analysts, and OT network teams regarding the status of the environment, what has changed, and if anything requires immediate attention. So let's start with the inventory header. This gives an overview of the total devices in the network, if there are any new devices, what are the total IoT devices, the new IoT devices, and what is the subnet and the site coverage. Now, all of this is clickable and you can go into details of each of these sections. We also get details of how much percentage of endpoints is monitored. So if this percentage is high, it means we have a good coverage. But if this percentage is low, which seems to be the case, you can click on this improve device visibility coverage and check internally if we are not getting the required traffic, if we don't have the required DHCP traffic, and so on to improve the coverage of the endpoints. Then we have this device distribution by risk. So in this device distribution, we have the risk chart for different categories such as industrial devices, office devices, and network devices. You can hover over each of these categories to see what is the risk score. So here we can see the risk score is 37. What are the total devices in the time period that we have filtered? We can also see what are the vulnerable devices. So vulnerable devices here are high-risk devices with internet connections. Similarly, we can see the vulnerable profiles. So for any profile which has vulnerable devices will be shown over here. So we can see the total number of devices and the percentage across the total industrial devices. Next thing to look into is subnet by mixed devices type and risk. So mixing mission critical OT devices with traditional IT or more generic IoT devices can generally expose your critical industrial operations. So we should generally try to segregate it as much as possible. This section tells you in each subnets in which we have both IoT and IT devices and how many industrial devices are present in them. This can be utilized to take action and segment your devices properly across different subnets. The next section shows the risk score. So this will show the risk score for all the devices. It'll show you what is the overall risk score, how many alerts and vulnerabilities have been seen till date. You can click on this risk score to understand the alerts and vulnerabilities contributing to this risk score. Next, we have the alert and vulnerability distribution. You can see how many alerts across different severities are seen, what is the percentage of it, how many we saw in the last month. We can filter it on the basis of severity, device category, alert type, status. Similarly, your vulnerabilities can be categorized on the basis of severity, vendor, or device profile. So the security teams can work with your vendors and OT or ICS specialists to address these vulnerabilities for the industrial devices. Finally, the last section shows the compliance. So here we show certain high-risk characteristics for industrial devices, such as how many devices are there with unsupported OS, how many risky devices are there with internet connection, how many devices have weak credentials, and how many devices have unsecure protocols. Again, you can click on all of these to go into details of each of these devices. Thus, this security dashboard provides a comprehensive overview at a single pane of glass showing your industrial devices, what is happening in the environment, what kind of alerts and vulnerabilities we are seeing, how we can resolve it. Hope this was helpful. Thank you.